Shit. Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. Shit. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this life.
Yo. Hey, man, it's time for that culture for the streets. We back in these YouTube streets. We back like we never left. You did what I'm saying? 2026. We on our way to 100K subscribers. Thank everybody that been rocking out with the channel. But we got to go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes like Stan G said, man. There's a lot been going on. Finesse 2 times, name ringing bell. Boosie just slid up out of this pistol case. There's a lot been going on for sure. What you think, cuz?
We talking about the culture, we talk about the streets, we talk about hip hop, we talk about celebrity news, and with these three things, we tie into each other. And we've been seeing Boosie go through this thing about this pistol case for a few years now. He beat it. He had actually beat it once, and then they came back with a whole. They twisted up the charge and recharged him, and he had to fight it again. But, you know, this ain't what we here to talk about, Boosie's situation. I'm glad that his situation is better because we ain't happen to see another street nigga go to jail. So I will salute that. Lock that in. When we here is DJ Akademiks made a claim in one of his live streams. And he said that Kodak.
Matter of fact, let me play it. Hold on.
And we do have criticisms of Kodak. But I do want to say, yo, Kodak is a whole legend in these streets. There's never a day people's going to look at you weird for putting on Kodak. I want to just say respectfully to Boosie. Boosie, respectfully, no matter what your contribution is to music, Kodak Black is a greater hip-hop figure than you will ever be. I'm gonna be honest, and I know you're OG, respect you, but what Kodak means for his generation, you've never meant for yours. And even if Kodak, you know, maybe he's not hitting at the moment, he will always have another chance. Why? Because he's a fucking legend. And the reason why a lot of this new shit is popping is because of him. He's one of the greatest artists of our time, and whether he slip or fall, whether it's drugs or not, they always gonna fuck with him. Be respectful.
So what you think about what you think? What's your thoughts?
I can't agree with that.
Me neither.
We're talking about Boosie like Boosie just ain't have his time. We ain't talk. Boosie is 40-something. Kodak in the young generational bracket of hip hop. It's not supposed to measure out to Boosie being the better artist right now than Kodak. Kodak is actually a good artist. He's just going through some things. But do I think Kodak has influence like Boosie did? I don't know about that, man. Now, do I think Kodak is a better artist? Hell yeah.
Hold on.
Kodak is a better artist, cuz.
Hold on.
When it comes to music.
We're gonna play this one more time so we get it.
And we do have criticisms of Kodak, but I do want to say, yo, Kodak is a whole legend in these streets. There's never a day people's gonna look at you weird for putting on Kodak. I want to just say respectfully to Boosie. Boosie, respectfully, no matter what your contribution is to music, Kodak Black is a greater hip hop figure than you will ever be. I'm gonna be honest. And I know you're OG, respect you, but what Kodak means for his generation, you've never meant for yours. And even if Kodak, you know, maybe he's not hitting at the moment, he will always have another chance. Why? Because he's a fucking legend. And the reason why a lot of this new shit is popping is because of him. He's one of the greatest artists of our time. And whether he slip or fall, whether it's drugs or not,
it's like he's trying to discredit Hatch.
He's super discrediting Boosie, man. And let me say this too about Kodak. because I like Kodak music. And if I gotta pick whose music is better, Kodak makes actual songs. Boosie's time was great, and he's reaping the benefits of the prime he had, and he still lived in that era due to what he did when he had it. And Kodak hasn't. It's hard for me to call Kodak a legend, man.
I mean, put it like this. I get what he's trying to say. I get what he's trying to say, but he's saying it wrong. He's saying it wrong.
So you agree with him when he's saying that Kodak got a bigger influence?
Hell no. He got to think about it. Yak looked up to him. Yak said he used to look up to Boosie until Boosie started hating.
Exactly.
That's what he said.
Boosie was also one of the first niggas he went to for a feature, wasn't it?
See, Boosie tried to sign him for 10 bands, but instead he signed Kodak Black. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. This is where it all crumped back up. Yak just dropped a track called Christmas Eve. And on the track, that's when he referred to Boosie, you know, saying like he used to look up to Boosie, but he be hating on a young nigga getting Skrilla. And we already know Boosie went to slamming all the young niggas on their head last year. Came down to these interviews. It wasn't just Yak. He ain't had no picks. He slammed Rollo on his head, Gun on his head, Yak on his head. He just was, you know what I mean? And the thing is, these niggas look up to Boosie. Like you said, he's the OG to them. So by him discrediting them at whatever they do, it hurt them to their soul. You feel me? Yak can't get over the fact how Boosie slandered him. You feel me? And then he also said that BG is the one that told him that he was in PC. He wasn't on the yard with the rest of the stand-up guys. You feel me? Because they saying that allegedly Yak was in PC. He wasn't on the yard like Main Music, Pooh Shiesty, BG, and all of the other rappers that's, you know what I mean? But I don't discredit Yak. You got to keep in mind. I look at it differently because we gotta keep in mind. Yak was getting beat up by these COs allegedly. You feel me? Yak had done made a post of. He sent some type of message out to the free world like, "Hey man, these folks in here beating on me in here." You feel me? So,
but is it people that could corroborate that story? Because who's to say Kodak wasn't in the feds on K2 tripping out and wrote a letter talking about he getting attacked? And niggas get to smoking that K2, think they fish. They think they in fishing tanks and shit. Man, nigga ain't no telling if he was really getting attacked or not.
Yeah, true.
We didn't see this nigga lay down in the street, eat chicken, high. We didn't watch him do all kind of things. So certain things he say, and a lot of times when we see Kodak publicly, he ain't making sense like he used to.
Yeah,
it'd be like a whole bunch of gibberish just coming out the nigga mouth, man.
I mean,
and that won't take away from the nigga artistry.
Listen,
neither.
I ain't gonna put no cut on it. Like, I love Yak. I got much love for the homie. But since he had that monkey on his back, nigga, that shit be like smoker vibes when you see him on camera, man. Hurt me to my soul, cause you feel me? We know everybody ain't perfect. We know how this fame could get to niggas. It's been happening since the beginning of time. You feel me? And we don't know what all type of weight that's on this nigga's shoulder that got him just, you know. But we know what they say, addicts is the smartest people on this world. It's a scientific fact that these
his addiction. I won't allow his addiction to take away from the great things he's achieved as an artist.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Because even through these times he been going through, he still managed to put out good music at
Oh,
times.
yeah, for
Sometimes
sure.
he might put out something that we don't, but he still be managing to put out good music.
And
But
he's
what
still
we
doing
talking
for the
about,
community. He's still doing for his community.
that at all times. This conversation about Boosie and Kodak really ain't taken away from neither one of these people character, bro. We talking about who's bigger, who's had the bigger, who's influenced the most, who's okay. So if J Akademiks considered Kodak a legend, so is he saying Boosie not a legend?
What he's saying is when Boosie was in his prime, it took him a minute to blow. You feel me? Because Boosie stayed alive through bootleg CDs. Let's just be real. They wasn't going in the store getting Boosie hard copies because Boosie wasn't, you know what I mean? For a person to go inside the store and get a physical copy of your music back then, you had to really be somebody. But when the mixtape era came out, Boosie dropped so many mixtapes of good hits, street hits, that it took care of him. You feel me? And this is what academics got to realize. Boosie probably might not be a platinum artist like all of the great ones was back then, but guess what? Look who's still getting booked 2026, fool.
Who before Boosie? And if it's somebody I'm leaving out, put the nigga in the comments, man, please. But who before Boosie was the young nigga that's counting all the bread and flexing and really having the things you seeing as a young nigga, and he influencing the young niggas to want to get some. Boosie was like one of the first. Who was before Boosie?
Soldier.
Boosie was a young nigga when he was
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. One of the first niggas had a Charger sitting on foes.
Soldier Boy,
young nigga, man. Who?
Soldier Boy.
I can't count. Soldier was the first young nigga. But in this case, we talking about street niggas.
Okay.
Because Soldier Boy influenced the young and the streets. But we talking about Boosie and Kodak. These is two niggas that came in influencing the street.
You know
them niggas wasn't dancing shit. Them niggas wasn't doing nothing.
You know I feel like you feel, cause Yak is the student. You know how we feel. Yak is the student. You feel me? So
and once again, I'm not taking nothing away from Yak, but what I'm saying is
the fact that
what I see from Yak, I see people from Florida. Shout out to Florida. I see people from Florida being more influenced by when Kodak dropped and came out and started shining and coming up in the industry. I see more Florida niggas trying to sound like Kodak than anybody out of their state. Oh, nigga, he looked up to Boosie and he from Florida. Most of these young niggas that looked up to Boosie was from different states.
Yeah.
Kodak influenced Florida to start sounding like that.
I'm gonna say this now. The little young niggas started rocking their wigs because of Yak.
But we can't just stop there because them niggas start rapping like Kodak. When Kodak came out, the next little handfuls of rappers that came out behind him had a Kodak.
Boston Richie, all of them.
Replicated style, bro.
That's a fact. Gotta give that boy his flowers, you dig? Gotta give Yak his flowers, man. That little young nigga did that. I'm gonna say this. Put it like this. Kodak is a super talented young king. You feel me? He got so many years ahead of him. So I can't put him in legendary status because I'm an OG. You feel me? And by me being the OG, you gotta put that work in. You gotta have them work. You gotta have that. You gotta have that. Like Badass album just became 20 years today. Boosie first album, Badass. Today, I think it was today or either yesterday, it turned 20 years old. Yak gotta get to that status before he could be called a legend, man. Boosie got so much body of work. Like, listen, this is what they gotta realize, bro. See, I understand they gotta realize all of the like Boosie is still relevant through all of the hardship because Boosie is not making money off the name Lil Boosie. Trill Entertainment is making all that money from off these of Apple and all that shit off Boosie name. They own Lil Boosie. All that raw ass gangster shit that you want to hear from back in the days, Trill owned that. Boosie only owns Boosie Badass. You feel me? And now Finesse 2 times is going through the same thing. Finesse 2 times lost so much weight, been popping so much pills. They got him in the headlock. I think they got that boy in the 70-30 cuz. They got that boy in the 70-30 contract.
Your situation different than a Boosie's was because, once again, Boosie was actually eating in the streets.
Yeah.
He was eating Boosie was eating in them streets. We watched Finesse come home to a deal. So he probably didn't read anything properly. He was just in a rush to sign this deal and be in a position where he felt like he was straight when he came home. And niggas need to quit doing that because at the end of the day, nigga want to sign you in this contract 500 pages. I suggest you sit your ass down and read that contract 2 times and then go to a lawyer and have him read it too. And you don't sign nothing without the lawyer saying, look, this is a cool contract. If the lawyer don't say that, you shouldn't sign nothing.
And then guess what, cuz? Once he left Bread Game, Moneybag he still owed Moneybag 30%. So Moneybag was getting 30%. Mobties were getting some. Jay Prince was getting some. Everybody was getting.
He split between like 3-4 labels.
He thinking because Junior done came and picked him up in the helicopter, and that was all love.
So now I don't understand why Finesse 2 times out here popping peas, tweaking out on everybody, falling out with everybody, calling out the labels and everything else, going crazy. You got to understand the stress that come with.
Yeah.
Putting in all this work.
Yes.
And not seeing a return on none of the labor you putting in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a frustration that come with that. You can't just leave because you got requirements you got to fulfill before you can get about this deal.
See, this the thing, cuz me and you, we some architects when it comes down to this shit because we pay attention to this industry shit. He thought Junior was green. Finesse thought Junior was green. He thought because he bought all this jewelry,
but he get the game from his dad, so it's gonna save him in a lot of situations. Because Prince don't know that Jay Prince Jr. is green in certain areas, nigga. That's his dad. He the first nigga to know where he green at. Lock this shit in, man.
Hey, Finesse got finesse, fool, 2 times. Cause in the contract, nigga, they say he got to pay the pop, got to pay pop, you got to pay mob ties, and you got to pay something else, bro. They told his man, listen, he went live talk about Junior, please let me out the contract, man. They told that boy, we need 3 mixtapes. Then you can get somewhere. So now he's frustrated and he saying that he thinking about rebranding his name to 250. Now, could he do it? I feel like he could do it. 2 Chainz did it when he left TP and turned his name from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz. You feel me? Boosie, he's still persevering from Lil Boosie to Boosie Badass.
Did it his name to the artist, and still was the top of the list, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is also an example to artists trying to beat rappers and get in the game. Pay attention to what these artists is going through, because they on a different level than y'all is. Y'all starting at the bottom. These niggas is up there now. And they go through stuff like this. So don't never think that the label that might be quote unquote reaching out to y'all in y'all emails and shit gonna do y'all right when they doing niggas that got more potential than y'all wrong. You gonna be like, what's up with Percy, man?
What's going on, player? What's going on, my dog?
Pay attention to that, because I'm gonna say like 87 to 90% of artists that sign these deals don't understand that they just double dust into a bad situation. And why don't they understand that? Because when a nigga got $1 million sitting on the table cash, you ain't weighing your options. You going with the option that you see fit right now. And right now, this nigga got $1 million cash. I'm taking that. You ain't understanding that, nigga. That's all I'm finna get, because these people finna rob me blind. Shout out to Dallas.
Shout out to D, man. Shout out to that dirty D,
you know
man.
What I mean? And that be happening to a lot of people. We see a lot of artists stress being
they start tweaking, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because they know they can't do nothing, bro. Man, them people own your name, man.
You know what? Every time I see an artist go through this emotional depression and they start to lose it about the situation that they signed themselves into, right?
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of a nigga in the hole. After a while, niggas start going crazy, talking to yourself, you doing doo-doo at the door, trying to throw it on. You see what I'm saying? You put it out. To me, this reminds me of a nigga in the hole, because once niggas sign that bad contract, they might not understand right now, but down the road, they gonna fully understand. And that's when the frustration gonna kick in. Because think about how much money he really ain't been getting.
Mm-hmm. All that money, like he done went and bought all that jewelry, spent all that bread on designer, bought this, that, and the third. He think he finna reciprocate all that money right back, not even knowing. He thinking since Junior done came and picked him up in the helicopter and did this, that, and the third, they thought that was just on the love. No, nigga, he learned the game from the motherfucking architect, Jay Prince, his father, the godfather, nigga. Nigga, that's the real sauce. That's the real sauce god. Who you think these independent niggas got the sauce?
We gotta state the facts.
And Master got the sauce from Jay Prince, man.
We gotta state the facts, though. You know what I'm saying? Finesse 2 times keeping the doors open at Mob Ties. Outside of Drake, of course the doors gonna stay open because of Drake. But you take Drake out the equation, all you have is Finesse.
Now I'm gonna tell you who else in the headlock, nigga. Why you think Braze is doing all this tweaking out? Braze,
yeah, but he has not made enough music to make the same amount of money that Finesse 2 times has made.
That's a fact.
He ain't moving around doing as many shows as Finesse. Every time we see Finesse on social media in a different city, different state, nigga, he moving.
But what I'm saying, cause he did the same rant saying Mob Ties, please let me out my contract, man. Like, please let me out this
But
shit.
Crazy also understood early that his situation wasn't right. Finesse went through a few years before he realized his situation wasn't right. Honeycomb hadn't even dropped the whole tape yet before he realized his shit wasn't right.
Man, the thing is, bro. See, these niggas be so thirsty, and they like I said, Junior. Once Junior came out with Mob Ties from the gate, I said he is the puppet. We already know the OG is the mastermind behind this shit. He gonna get him a couple dollars out this shit, and Finesse ain't going nowhere. Drake gonna continue to make him look good. Soon as Honeycomb goes somewhere, you best believe, like, cause just think about it, cause Comb been rapping a long time, and that boy ain't gave us no mixtape or no album, fool.
Nah, but contractual situations is making it be like that. And then you gotta also think about this too, because I'm rooting for Honeycomb. Just nigga,
sure.
just 2-3 years ago, we was both on this very channel rooting for Honeycomb and Finesse to make it happen.
Facts.
Not just as individuals, but together too. We was waiting to see that collaboration, right? Only to see them both get done the same.
When they came home, it was a standing ovation from both of us, fool. We saluted them boys.
But I think what's messing Honeycomb up is it's hard for you to play the bad guy and bring the unity. When have we ever saw the villain be the person that bring unity? You see what I'm saying? And when we look at the industry kind of looks at Honeycomb like he's the villain.
For sure.
And back home, we see Honeycomb trying to be on Alabama time and get the Alabama artists to unify so they can get Alabama in the door, like Atlanta, Chicago, how New York used to be, how LA used to be. Because in order to do so, it takes unity, bro. But it also, it's going to be hard when everybody look at you like the bad guy and you the person that's trying to unify everything, because people at that point don't want the unity to go through you. And I think that's what's holding Honeycomb back.
Yeah, I mean, he just got to continue to, like, the way he go live, he might as well go to Twitch too. Because that motherfucker be going live and he be exposing a lot of shit and he get a lot of reaction. You know what I mean? He, don't get me wrong, the little nigga funny, and guess what? They know the little one thing about it. He might be laughing and joking, but at the same time, they know that little nigga ain't nothing to play with. They know that. You feel me? This nigga got receipts. You can tell he ain't too bright. Little nigga say he been behind the wall since he was like 15. You could tell. You feel me? But at the same time, cause we done seen them same type of niggas that got that gift with music. It can't be duplicated. It's there. You feel me? If he understood the business, like some of these other artists, like they actually do their research and understand they got the LLC, they got the copyright this and do this, that, and the third and build it from the ground up. If they had that type of knowledge before they went to start signing documents because these niggas got on Coca-Cola shirts, you feel me? They would have understood. You know what I mean? I could do this shit from the ground up. Just, man, cause we done figured out, and I done learned a lot of games from you. You know what I mean? And you done polished me, and I done learned a lot of game from niggas that we done.
We gave me game too on things that, you know what I'm saying? Steel sharp as steel, man.
We understand, fool, that nigga, it don't take no machine to get through the algorithm. It don't. All it take is grind and dedication, bro. Now I mean, you ain't have to go all the way to no motherfucking Houston, Texas to sign with no fucking mob ties, boy. You gifted like a motherfucker, fool.
Right now, we watching Memphis be on top of the game. So it's like you ran and did that for what? When you could have been patient and your city ended up being on top. You would have got on all. You just would have got on just off of that. Because there's so many niggas from Memphis getting on because they have the light right now. So if you would have just came home, been patient, Memphis got the light, all you got to do is put the work in, you would have shined.
But see, this another thing what you got to understand as well. Why Memphis looking so good, fool, we got to give credit to Glorilla, man. Yeah. Man, Glorilla and Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, that song they just did, fool. My nigga, that shit sold Memphis.
Shiesty came home, and I'm happy Shiesty home. Let me say that. I'm happy Shiesty home, man. The reason why I'm doing it because Big 30's flow got real repetitive while Shiesty was gone. Man. And you can hear the hunger in his flow in that new song with Shiesty and Glorilla. But I also feel like Glorilla set the tone for both of them because Glorilla, like you said, been holding Memphis up when it comes to a major artist that's staying on the charts consistently. That big Glorilla, nigga.
I'll tell you why I give Shawty so much respect, dog. Because when Glorilla came in the game and motherfuckers was like, oh man, she got this old aggressive ass man, whoop the whoop, whoop the whoop. Only thing I kept saying in my head, nigga, she is the way she popping that shit is like a reincarnated Gangsta Boo and Lil Chat, boy. She keeping that shit strictly Memphis. She ain't trying to sound like other motherfuckers. When you hear Glow pop that shit, she pop that shit like a real broad.
Like a nigga would pop it. Like the niggas should have been popping it had they not be so focused on the street and the beat and the going. You see what I'm saying? Going to jail, getting smirked, getting stepped up. You know what I'm saying? While they doing all that, she making all the hits for the club.
I agree.
Glorilla for the last 5 years been making nothing but hits for the club. Meanwhile, you niggas can't make a hit for the club. They have to take a drill song and throw it in the club. We've been dancing to drill songs, nigga.
And you said that because I want to think last year, fool, you was like, man, just think about this shit, fool. I think they said like album sales was like down 70% or 70% last year. And the only people that was carrying the torch was the females, like the Sexy Reds, the Glorillas, the
Models, they helped
out shit.
Everybody else was going to jail.
And not even just that, they was using the same content, saying the same words, the 30, the K, the spin, all of that shit. Like
we didn't heard. We didn't heard. All the guns you could possibly make, nigga, in the last 5 years, man.
Yes, facts, man. The females came through and brought the vibes back, man. They had the females running to the dance floor again. Shout out to Sexy Red, man. I gotta give a shout out her credit. Listen, they talk that shit and try to act like Sexy Red is just the most disturbing thing that ever came to the hip hop community. Listen, only thing she doing is she just rebirthing her ancestors like Gangsta Boo and all of them. They was popping that same shit where the dollars at. You feel me? Because they was real street.
Brown. She's just, a revised, a more, I ain't even gonna say more ratchet because Kim was ratchet.
Yeah, all of them, they was real, what they call them, murder mummies back then. That's what Biggie used to call them, murder mummies. Like, Charlie Baltimore, all of them was talking about packing pistols, setting niggas up, all of this type of shit for they niggas. Like, that's just what it was. Now,
and once again, she's able to make songs that's going to go inside of a club and that's going to have people on the dance floor. A lot of these niggas is not having that potential. It's like niggas lost that potential in hip hop to make songs that make it in the club. Anything in the club is a drill song. If it got you talking about your pistol in it, you riding around in the car looking for your ops in it, it shouldn't be in the club, nigga.
At all. At all. Now hold on now we gotta hold on now. We gotta put it in reverse right fast now. I wanna know, cuz, how do you feel about Jim Jones pulling up with 5 or 6 members to get them to jump on the OG Dame Dash on his block, man? How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna just say this, man. When have we ever really seen Jim Jones do anything gangster for real? Because anytime we done seen some footage, it's either he was running, getting jumped on, or turning down the issue, bruh. We don't got, it's no footage out there, Jim Jones really frontlining and doing. This a nigga we watch cry on the podcast, by the way, too, talk about how he frontline so much stuff. Nigga, Freaky Zeke went through, I seen Freaky Zeke frontline more than Jim Jones. I done seen Freaky jump in the crowd and snuff niggas multiple occasions. It's footage of this.
Now, this the thing. That's what Freaky was saying. He was like, you got the nerve to call me soft, nigga. But you wasn't saying that when we was in Detroit and you was using me for a shell and you tagged Trick. You know what I mean? For confirmation. Like, do you remember Jim Jones was using me for a shell when we was at it with y'all out there in Detroit? And here it is, your old lady on the block. You trying to say your old lady stopped you from catching a fade with a nigga. You pulled up, and this what made you look like the softest nigga in the world, because you preached this game banging shit so much to where if a nigga take his shirt off, you tell your nigga, no, blood, I'm gonna take your glasses off. Let me hold your cigarette. You handle that. He telling you, just go ahead and shoot him the fair one. You tell your blood member, no, you do it. Do you know how
the nigga even went as far enough to take the nigga glasses off?
Yep.
They ain't talking to you, nigga.
Yes.
You putting Dame wanting to smoke with you off on another nigga, man. And y'all all supposed to be homies in a group of all nothing but homeboys that consider themselves almost like brothers. You tried to put a nigga calling you out on another nigga, man. That made you, I believe everything Dame say when he say he got them hands.
Yes, man.
Had Dame not had hands and niggas know he got hands, Jimmy would have tried it, bro. Lock this shit in. Because Capo would have tried him. You tried Nas, you told him you gonna smack his coop, all of that.
See, the word on the street that OG Dame Dash is a golden glove. He got them hands. So that's why Jim didn't want that smoke. But this the thing. If you ain't want no smoke with the nigga, what the fuck you gonna pull up on this man block with 5 members telling them to jump this nigga that's supposed to, and then this what Dame telling you. Dame telling you, nigga, you ain't no fucking gang member. Nigga, I know you, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? Who
you jump in front of niggas that know you. It ain't no different than hanging with niggas that know you and you're lying all day, and they know you lying. We've been watching Jimmy play tough for 30 years.
Yes. And it's 2026 and he pulled his bullshit, fool.
And he been getting away with it.
50 is finna gyro this man. Do you understand this?
The niggas got to be calling 50 out for one. Nigga, you don't even work out on your legs and you calling a nigga out.
Guess
you
what?
need to spend 6 months on your ankles and shit before you call a nigga out.
Guess what a YN said in the comments? A YN said in the comments, said, nigga, don't come to the block doing no pull-ups and push-ups, all that shit, making us think you an OG and you done turned down a fade after you done pulled up on a nigga and told another, man, oh my God, that was the biggest embarrassment in your career.
Niggas should be getting DP.
Yes.
I don't even know how niggas in that group of dudes look up to no nigga like that, man. That nigga's Rico Suave, man.
But guess
Straight
what?
Up, man.
I bet you he got the power to get niggas DP'd and flushed, but he ain't gonna get flushed for that lame shit he just did. You turned down the OG nigga from your city, from your spot, asked you for a fair one, and you tried to get some members to handle your motherfucking business, bro. That's a real hoe ass shit. That's some shit that a female tell her brother to do. Man, bro, this a man, so you know I ain't finna fight no man. You do all of that lift, working out, and all this extra shit, and you don't want to stand on business.
And if he didn't want no smoke, bro, with Dame Dash, you don't want no smoke. You never did want no smoke with Max B. You ain't want no smoke with Max B. Nigga, you didn't want no smoke with Bigger Belly, nigga. Ain't no way. Bigger Belly going to jail for 75 years and nigga take robberies and shoots. You didn't want no smoke. With Max B. You can't pay me to believe you want to smoke with Max B.
And see, this the thing, bro. He would never be respected with the other legends in New York. They would never put him in the bracket with the rest of the top 10 in New York, man. You know, New York is real arrogant about the top 5 and the top 10. Jim Jones would not be
in that because he wasn't. His career won't allow him to be in the top 5. Now he's had a good career. But he's never going to be, nigga, when we talk about top 5, you already got to take up 4 spots off the top because you got to put Big L in there, you got to put Hov in there, you got to put Nas in there, you got to put Jay-Z in there, you got to put Biggie in there. Nigga, that's 5 right there.
But we talking about gangster rappers, fool.
And all them niggas to me was gangster.
Okay, say less.
How gangster do you got to be?
Yeah, I mean, I got.
Don't mean they was gangster.
For sure. I just gotta. Yeah, I gotta see your view on it, cuz how you visit that.
Some type of G in you, cuz, to get niggas to follow you, cuz. Niggas just don't follow any and everything. It was something about you that made niggas look up to that and follow you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody couldn't do what Tookie did. Everybody wasn't gonna do what T. Rogers did. Niggas couldn't do what Raymond Washington did.
But I mean, this the thing, bro. You can't discredit Jim Jones' hustle at all.
No, I believe he was the hustler, one of the hustlers of the group.
If he wasn't, he wouldn't still be irrelevant in 2026. But the thing is, the extra tough road, it's got to come to an end.
It has to.
It got to come to an end. Like, please stop acting like the boogeyman. You know what I mean? You could be yourself and still be respected.
Nigga,
You don't
fit. You don't got no need. You ain't going on no drills.
no.
There's no need for you to be in the streets type ordeal at all. You feel what I'm saying? At this age. Enjoy your career. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like, why are you still pushing this I'm this extra hard dude narrative?
Yes, man.
Nigga, Mano came home from doing that 10 years and he was robbing everything moving. He don't even act like that right now.
At all. But see, you know what? This what I think. This just my personal opinion, man. I feel like Jimmy acting so angry and so stiff right now is because he been bullied so long. So he feel like since he got the paper, he got the money, he got the jury, he feel like he more stronger. He feel like everything is under his umbrella right now, and he ready for any. He ain't going for nothing strange, but at the same time, you got to keep in mind, it's plenty of niggas in New York feel like you, nigga, and got more money than you. So you got to tone that shit down. You feel me?
Yeah.
New York, they be on that same type of time. Like, come on, man. That's like shout out to the New York, man. Shout out to the Big Apple.
But
Nigga,
the way he acting, that'll make a nigga do something to him.
yeah. You putting that type of energy out there, and that's what 50 Cent was saying. Like, bro, you trying to do all this, and you know y'all want to jump on Freddie Gibbs and all that shit, but you ain't had that same energy when the Latin Kings went up across your head. Like, bro, it's just too many receipts of you getting papped out. You feel me? Like, bro, it's and I ain't saying that niggas don't lose. Nigga respect a nigga for goddamn, you know, standing on what he's standing on. But when you act like you boogeyman and still is no victories, like it's time to just chill, man. Like just enjoy life, dog. Like stop all that extra shit, bro. Cause the nigga be sitting you on your back pockets every time. And now
you see real out here moving with pilots. And you see these old niggas. And then niggas wonder why it be young dude that don't respect a lot of older stuff going on. Look at what you niggas doing, bro. How y'all niggas act, nigga? Cause Jimmy act like he 22.
Yeah.
We still act like he nigga just got put on 9 train. The nigga act more of a blood than male murder.
That nigga say yeah, like he just got put on 9 train.
That he nigga do,
he do, man. And he don't even realize, bro, like, hey, bro, like one thing about you from the street. When another street nigga see another nigga there, like some shit just don't take rocket science to figure out. You don't have to do no extra shit because nigga already peep game and see what's going on, man. You feel me? You don't have to portray something that you not, man, because in the end, whatever don't come out in the wash gonna come out in the rinse, my boy, and then you gonna be looking crazy like how it's looking right now. No bandana can't cover what you really are. You feel me? That shit
the nigga starting to look lame.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, cuz the receipt is so it's starting to become a pattern from the beginning of time all the way now to 2020.
Get shot 9 to 13 times, had to wear bulletproof vests everywhere, got stabbed. He was going through the real gangster stuff.
I'm talking
He ain't
about
acting like that right now. That nigga making movies, TV series. We watching Power, nigga. He making studios, nigga.
man. Cameron said when they got into it with BMF, he ran out there to the water, bro. Said nigga had sand and water all the way up to his collar running from the BMF nigga. So he ran out there to the water, cuz that's how scared. Allegedly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no footage of this nigga doing nothing gangster, but he ran at the Rucker Park when Jim Jones be like, damn, don't speak about the Rucker. Matter of fact, I ain't about to speak about the Rucker. Man, he talking about that nigga, man.
The true life situation when they ran up in the studio and pistol whip niggas and pap niggas out, all that type of shit.
Shade on.
Man.
You done wouldn't seen you take L's. We have not seen you get on a nigga back pockets not one time. You the toughest nigga in the industry, bro.
At this point, bro, you just gotta tone that shit down, bro.
King Vine, rest in peace, King Vine. King Vine ain't even act like that, nigga.
Man, bro, tone it down, bro. You getting victimized too much. God is trying to show you, like, humble yourself, bro. For real. But
Toughest
this all
nigga in the world with the smallest ankles in the industry, man. The fuck?
But this all we got for y'all on this time for that Culture for the Street on this episode. Thank for everybody for tuning in to the channel. Y'all know what it is. You dig what I'm saying? The latch off the door is most definitely on the flow. You did.
We out here.
We out.